Hello guys and welcome to another Hunter's Prestige fitment video. On today's video we're going to show you our way of fitting the rear Land Rover Genuine smoke lights. So the tools you're actually going to need, we're going to need a ratchet, either an electric or actually a hand ratchet. Your 10mm socket, 2 plastic trim tools, a metal trim tool and a slightly longer metal trim tool, as well as some masking tape. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is you're going to tape up around the D pillar all the way down to the rear light panel, like so. And the reason why is so we don't want to scratch any of the existing panels when you're using the trim tools. Also tape just the bottom of the quarter panel also, as gloss black likes to scratch. Okay, using the longer metal trim tool, what you want to do is just put it just behind the D pillar like so, and just release the clips. And using the 2 trim tools, just work your way down the rear lamp cover. These are just held on by clips. And that's now released, like so. Now, it should look like this. What we're going to do is remove this rubber bung. And then using your metal trim tool, this retainer clip, just take that out. So before we actually take off this little trim here, what you want to do is just use your 10mm and remove this bolt here and this bolt here. These are both 10mm bolts. There we go. And then slightly pull it out just to release it. And that will access that panel a little bit easier for you. And this is just held on by clips. This way we minimise any damage to this clip, as it can be quite flimsy. That's now removed. This is what it looks like underneath, and everything is still intact. And obviously if you don't release it like that, sometimes it can break. Now that's done, you can release this 10mm here, and it should now be left with the light being able to take off. To release the retainer pins, and you just want to release this connector here. There's a little release clip on that connector, release that. So now we're going to change light over. What we can do is just check first any bungs that are left on the original light. Sometimes they stay on the car, but if you have any of the bungs left on the original lights, we're just going to transfer these over to the same places on the new smoke lights. Using a metal trim tool, just get underneath it and they'll pop off. Reconnect the new light until you hear a click. And then you're going to put the retainers in the back and make sure all of the holes line up for the 10mm bolts. And just going to make sure that there's no gap between the retainers and the actual light, like so. And then reinstall the 10mm bolts. One on the top, one on the bottom, and then one on the side. And you can now reinstall the small trim piece. It's held on by the clips. You'll hear it click. Make sure it sits nice and flush. Reinsert the rubber bung. And also the retaining clip. Now reinstall the lamp cover. There's a little retainer on the bottom of that. Make sure they're all lined up on the outside. And then push all of the clips in. Make sure it sits nice and flush. Now you can reinstall the D pillar as well. Just give it a nice little tap just to make sure that's now fitted. That's what it should look like currently. Okay, we're going to move on to the right hand side, and we've already masked up like so, just like on the other side. You want the same thing again, just using that longer metal trim tool. Just release that D pillar. You want to do this with the door open, it will give it a little bit more space for movement. And again, using the same 2 trim tools, we're going to release that lamp cover as well. And again, you want to take off 2 of the 10mm bolts on the outside of that light. and give it a little tug just to release it. I'm going to remove the retainer clip as well, and we're actually going to pull this seal off slightly here. The reason why we do this is because we want to gain access to the clips. So the yellow clip, there's one at the top, and as you can see the other yellows are just below that. And we're going to release these two wires. Well, one's a wire harness and the other one is the washer pipe. And then you want to get that metal trim tool just behind that, and then just release that clip like that. Next up, get that washer pipe, just tuck that behind that trim, and you should now be able to release that clip. You can put a metal trim tool or a plastic trim tool behind that just to guide it out a little bit, as it can be stuck in there sometimes. Usually it's at the bottom. There we go. Now just move that wiring harness to the inside of that, and then this piece is a little bit tricky to take out. It might require some wiggling because in there very tight. Just tuck it behind another trim piece, and as you can see again, all of the clips are intact and all the guides are all there and nothing is broken. Now you can release this 10mm as well, and then release the light. Now there is not a lot of space when removing this light, so be very careful not to damage it on the rear of the door. If you wanted to put a bit of masking tape on there, you can do, that would just protect it. On this side there is two left on the actual car, so one bung is left on that light, and again we're just going to transfer that over to the new light on the same position. These are the bungs that are left in the car, so just remember, if they are on the light when you remove it, you need to transfer that to the same positions in the new light. We're now going to reinstall the light. Now again, there is minimal space here when actually reinstalling the new light. What we do advise to do is to shut the door ever so slightly, just to allow you to put the light in there, and then you can tuck the light just behind this plastic clip down below, and then you can push the light in, make sure it's nice and secure and there's no gap on the retainers. Make sure this part of the light is tucked behind this plastic trim, and then you can reinstall that 10mm and the two 10mm on the outside as well. We're going to reinstall this trim piece now. Remember that these plugs go in there, so what we want to do is reinstall this trim. Can be a little bit fiddly sometimes. You can get that tucked into place, and then you want to reinstall the wiring harness through that trim, and then also the washer fluid pipe. And then you can push the clips back in and just make sure that everything is in correctly. Then reinstall the clips on both the harness and the washer pipe. Reinstall the black clip retainer, reinstall the seal, reinstall the D-pillar and also the lamp cover. And again, just line up all the guides before you put that lamp cover on, and then clip it into place. At this stage we now check all of the lights are operating as they should be, doing the indicators, reverse lights and also the brake. Obviously if you've reverse lights fitted as well, please also check these, make sure everything is operational. So there you go guys, that is the end of today's fitment video of how to fit the rear Land Rover Genuine lights. If you have any questions on how to fit this product, please get in contact with our sales team, we'll be happy to help. As always, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe and hit that bell notification to stay up to date with what we're doing here at Anders. See you on the next video.